Coach, talk about how you guys were able to make so many adjustments defensively, going from man to trapping to press, in order to make the Tarleton offense unsettled.
Well, I mean, before even starting to scout Tarleton, like we've already this year played zone defense, man defense, whether we had to try to double in the pose. And so we just had to make sure that we stayed focused and doing exactly what we were trying to do in that possession, because we tried to switch it up so much. Now with, of course, 55 in the game, we wanted to make sure that everybody was pinching and kind of digging in on her. So I'm just happy that we kind of stayed focused, because we kind of got lost a little bit where she was getting the ball wide open in the post. And I mean, she's just much bigger than our post player. So of course we need that help. But that was the game plan, either to pack the paint and try to do it in man and not give up the three, but or also try to play our 3-2 zone, which we would try to do the same thing and not give up the three. But again, we were kind of up and down, but I think overall we did a good job.
For sure. In the second half, Coach, we started to see Tarleton gain some kind of momentum. What were some things that you think that led to that, and what were some adjustments that you made in order to come out on top?
The biggest thing I think is because we only played 7 people. I think Tarleton played like 12 people. At some points of the game, they were subbing 5 in and 5 out. And so, of course, to our kids, that's like, okay, now I'm having to guard a fresh set of legs. But in our captain's meeting, we talked about, kind of not giving up momentum with the core group that's in. And so I didn't want to sub and kind of break our momentum, but we definitely did get tired, especially down the stretch. We were, again, giving up box outs on the free throw line and not having a sense of urgency to dive it on the floor for those 50-50 balls. So fatigue did set in.
For sure, for sure. Offensively, you guys were using a lot of motion. People were moving around. You guys were able to hit a lot of shots on the perimeter, specifically from the mid-range. Speak on you guys' success from the perimeter.
Well, what we wanted to do was to make their post players defend. And so tonight, we really threw the ball into our post players. But our main goal was to attack the rim. We're not the greatest shooting team, but we can get streaky. But once we make a few, we start to settle for the outside shot. Also, on top of that, once we get tired, we try to do less work and we try to settle for those jump shots. So again, just sticking to our game plan, putting the ball on the floor, attacking, throwing it into our post players, and then going to rebound is something that, again, we did okay with. We didn't rebound as good as we wanted to, but that was our main thing, to put the ball on the floor and attack the rim.
Now, building off of this win, what are some things that you would look to continue upon, and what are some things that you would like to improve upon going into your next game?
2 things. We shared the ball tremendously. Even after the last game, I can't remember, I think we may have had 6 assists or something. But I told them, I'm like, if you look at every other team that we're playing that is beating us, they share the ball, and we're not sharing the ball. And today we come out and we have 20 assists. That's the first for us this year. We only had 4 turnovers. And again, we're sharing the ball and we're not turning the ball over. So I want us to build on that. And then our communication, we did a really, really good job of talking to each other defensively every possession.